Border protection officials care for a child with chickenpox brought to the U.S.-Mexico border as part of a fake migrant family. In a recent tweet, Customs and Border Protection posted a blurred-out picture of the child in the arms of a Border Patrol agent. The agency says, quote, "The male who the child was with is not related to the child and has ties to the MS-13 gang."
You tweeted this week that President Trump's tariffs were a, quote, fake border crisis, in quotation marks. But immigration officials have arrested or encountered more than 144,000 migrants at the southern border in May, the highest monthly total in 13 years. Border facilities are dangerously overcrowded. Migrants are actually standing on toilets to get space to breathe. How is that not a crisis?
What we need to do, I mean, what Trump has been doing, and I think what the meaning of that tweet is about, is that Trump has been demonizing undocumented people in this country.
An MS-13 gang member used a toddler with chickenpox in an attempt to make a fraudulent migrant family claim. One America's Emily Finn explains.
Border protection officials care for a child with chickenpox brought to the U.S.-Mexico border as part of a fake migrant family. In a recent tweet, Customs and Border Protection posted a blurred-out picture of the child in the arms of a Border Patrol agent. The agency says, quote, "The male who the child was with is not related to the child and has ties to the MS-13 gang." Child smuggling in hopes of a quicker release for migrants seeking to enter the U.S. has been a rising problem for Border Patrol agents. In April, Homeland Security Investigations special agents say they found evidence of fraud in more than 25% of family unit claims. Adults are attempting to cross the border with a child who is not related to them because asylum seekers traveling with children can only be detained for short periods of time.
And the inability to keep families together while they complete expeditious and fair immigration proceedings. Instead, crossing with a child is a near guarantee of a speedy release. The smugglers are choosing the timing and location for these crossings strategically in order to disrupt our border security efforts, create a diversion for smuggling of narcotics, and allow single adults seeking to evade capture to sneak in.
In an effort to combat the surge of migrants at the southern border, the CBP is now testing out a rapid DNA program to speed up the process to uncover fraudulent families. But migrants are attempting to enter the U.S. illegally at higher rates than Border Protection agents can keep up with.
I had a gentleman in Guatemala last week tell me that everybody knows that bringing a child is a passport for migration right now. And so we have to take additional measures at the border, and we've done that. We have HSI teams now, about 500 special agents working this issue nationally, 140 on the border.
Even with record-breaking apprehensions at the southern border, migrants continue to find loopholes in the system, like smuggling children as part of fake families, to illegally sneak their way into the U.S.
You got to love, too, if you're watching our TV feed of this, if you're a radio listener, you don't see it. They're waving their foreign flags, and they've been at these UN brainwashing camps that even Jordan Klepper has a show on Comedy Central with the Clintons. They're involved in it. They're on the show. They reportedly are financing it, where they take them in Texas and Georgia and everywhere and brainwash them to hate America. So they get here, they're waving foreign flags, they're bitching about everything, and then they're bitching that more free stuff isn't being given to them. God help us. And now you've got the Congo in the second biggest, maybe the biggest Ebola outbreak in history, thousands dying, and we have thousands of Africans, 300, 200, 500, 200, 100, just pouring across into Texas. And again, we've got a bunch of reports that are going to be going up on INFOWARS.com, NewsWars.com, talking to the folks, them admitting they're fleeing Ebola, the Border Patrol reports, all of it will be up on INFOWARS.com and NewsWars.com. And I'll tell you, this has been on one San Antonio TV station. I thought it had been on more. It's been on one San Antonio TV station, and we've played that clip, but nowhere else. They do not want you to know this, even though for 2 days, Drudge always changes a link within a day, except when they don't cover it. DrudgeReport.com, right in the middle for 2 days, has had border battle, hundreds from Ebola-ridden Congo dumped in Texas. And we've got the video. It's all right there. Meanwhile, liberals mock Trump's deal, saying there is no crisis. In fact, let's cue up Bernie Sanders first, then I'll play Senator Josh Hawley. Even CNN, who had the talking point from a year ago, the middle of 2018 to now, that, oh, there's no border crisis, there's no caravans. That's a made-up thing by Alex Jones and Matt Drudge and Donald Trump. When 15,000 here, 10,000 here, 5,000 there. He is on CNN. I'm messing up my voice of him. It's more of a Southern voice. Oh, let's see. White people do not know what it's like to be poor. Now I'm back in my Sanders character. He's like, there is no crisis, no problem at all. Lots of poor people indoctrinated into communism will work quite well. But see, Dana Bash knows no one's buying the lie. That lie didn't work. She's like, whoa, 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 Bernie. That's a 6-month-old or 3-month-old propaganda. That doesn't work anymore. And Sanders is like, don't try that with me, young lady. The world will end in 12 years unless you give me full control. Now, I'm going to play a short piece of the clip, but the full video, again, is up at INFOWARS.com and NewsWars.com. And I'll say it again. When you get excited and take action, we kick ass and we win together. When you don't, we're destroyed. So the story needs to be shared on your email, needs to be shared on your text message, and your Facebook, and your Twitter, and your Google. They may punish you, so what? Share it from newswars.com or summit.news. Not as censored as much. Libtards do not recognize it. Not very smart. They're banning MIT and PBS documentaries against Hitler, saying they are pro-Hitler. That is the average leftist. So remember, a URL change they do not get. Here is Bernie Sanders.
Talked broadly about immigration. You tweeted this week that President Trump's tariffs were a, quote, fake border crisis, in quotation marks. But immigration officials have arrested or encountered more than 144,000 migrants at the southern border in May, the highest monthly total in 13 years. Border facilities are dangerously overcrowded. Migrants are actually standing on toilets to get space to breathe. How is that not a crisis?
What we need to do, I mean, what Trump has been doing, and I think what the meaning of that tweet is about, is that Trump has been demonizing undocumented people in this country. And that's part of his strategy.
Pause again. They have opened the border. They have told everyone, come. And even A groups say we overwhelmed. That Trump fault. That white people fault. Mexico says we can't take these hundreds of thousands a month. You got to, yes, Mexico not take, evil white America take. Let's continue with Bernie Sanders.
What we need to do, I mean, what Trump has been doing, and I think what the meaning of that tweet is about, is that Trump has been demonizing undocumented people in this country. And that's part of
Trump has been demonizing undocumented. I swindle colleges and live in $1 million houses. I drive $115,000 cars. But you need to pay for them. And you will. I am superior. Now bow to me. Bow to Bernie Sanders, who obviously is the leader of the Democratic Party, but they've already stolen it with the fake polls for Joe Biden, who's like, talks like he's had a bottle of Jack Daniels in the last hour. So you got that drunken, brain-damaged waffle head. You got Bernie Sanders, some leftover from the Soviet Union. What a group of jokes. Space Force. Space Force.
Space Force. Space Force. Space Force.
We made the shuttle a little bit more high-tech looking. We put 1776 on its right wing, of course. And it's got a red, white, and blue American flag on the right shoulder with INFOWARS.com. We've had a few shirts that have been hits over the years that really go viral, that signify. I believe this is going to be the new shirt.
Space Force, space, space, space force, space force, space, space, space force, space force, space.
Get your order first. InfoWarsStore.com, InfoWarsLife.com, or 888-253-3139.
Doing a tremendous amount of work in space.